Hi friends, it's Leah here, and today I wanted to come to you guys with a different type of video. As you have seen on my what the thumbnail, this video will be about trading. Yeah, guys. So as I told you in my last video, my last like two videos, like I am at home right now, and I tried employment, and the last job I went to in end of January lasted 3 weeks. So hey, I decided to get on what I really love doing, which is trading, and I have been trading for the past 1.5 years. But I've always been a bit, you know, I've always felt safer working, just having that job to go to. Plus, I was a little tired of being in the house and all that, that mentality of being employed is something that is better than, being, working for yourself and stuff. But now I've decided to fully embrace the journey, the trading journey, and see where the Lord takes me with this. And so I decided what is the best way to actually go on this journey full force than to actually share what I've discovered, what I've found found out in the 1.5 years I've been trading. So guys, yeah, so I really have enjoyed learning how to trade, and it was a very difficult journey, with a lot of losing, but along the way it became a journey of a lot of gaining of knowledge, and because there was this thirst and hunger in me to want to know what it is it really about. I was like, if others are doing it how come I am not getting it? I will also get it. I didn't give up. I believed I could also get it. So guys, so that's how I kept on pushing, and I found someone. Her name is Jessica. She's on YouTube, and she teaches for free. She doesn't go in depth in her teaching. You have to really keep watching her for a very long time to get what she's talking about. Plus, you also need to have known the basics of trading for you to even understand, even later to come to understand what she's even talking about. So I had already taken a course in the basics of trading. So when I found her like a year and a quarter ago, I already knew all the basics she was talking about, but I didn't understand them. I didn't know how to put the market, to put everything together to make sense for me to be able to be profitable in the market. But now, after like a year of watching her and following her, finally it made sense. It made sense. So guys, so yeah, so I wanna come on here and share with you with you guys what I know, and if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I would love to answer you, maybe either directly or at the comment sections, or I'll make a video to clarify whatever it is that you need to know. So guys, don't be surprised that I'm using a camera on my computer. I've tried to use the Zoom. The videos on Zoom are so amazing. They are really good, but the audio is really bad. I don't know why my sound is so muffled. It's so muffled you couldn't make out much of what I'm saying, unless you really struggled to listen. So I've decided, while I'm figuring that out, let me just come on here and just do this, use my phone camera on my screen, yeah, on my monitor. So I hope it will make sense to you guys. I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I have to work with. I'm really just learning as I go how to use a Zoom and share the screen and record and stuff. It has been a really struggle, but I thought I got it finally. The camera was working, the audio was working, but now you can hardly hear what I'm saying. So I decided to just do it this way. So guys, yeah, so today I just wanted to introduce the concept of trading in general, and as just to go over the concept of break and retest. Break and retest basically is what trading is all about. Really, trading is all about break and retests. Without a break and a retest, there is no trade. Unless you don't know what you're doing, you cannot take a trade if there is no break and no retest to something. So I wanted to explain to you what does price break and what does price retest. So here I have GBPUSD. This is the pair that I trade, GBPUSD. Probably maybe let me go to somewhere I do not, let me get something, a clean chart probably, to be able to explain something to you guys, so it's not like I'm just talking about stuff that I've been drawing on. Let me get something clean. I'm gonna get something different. So so it's not like I don't trade EU. Let's try EU and see. I only trade GU and gold. I've actually just traded GU for the longest time. Even gold, I'm just trying to venture into that recently. Gold is quite interesting. Yeah, guys, so this is EU. USD, the euro versus the US dollar. Okay, so guys, so I'm trying to explain the concept of break and retest. So as I was saying, apparently I had drawn some lines on here. So what will price break and what will price retest? So the first thing that price will break is the foundation lines. Foundation lines. What are foundation lines? Foundation lines are the lines that price has reacted, not the lines, the levels where price has reacted to the market at the higher time frame. So like at the for example, at the monthly level, at the weekly level, and at the daily level. Those are the foundational levels that I use. Okay, I just use the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. I don't go any lower than that. Any lower than that, I find that noisy. Yeah, it becomes too noisy on my chart. Yeah, so guys, so these are basically the foundation levels. Okay, so I think I drew this a long time ago. I was just charting to learn. So yeah, so you can see these lines. So I put red are my monthly levels. So you can see, as you can see these levels. I put this level up here because that is the highest price has been to in this region, most recent price action. Then I put this one because here price has hit this area 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and it has also, and even 4 times over here. It bounced back down. So you see, this is a very significant level that I'm sure when price gets here in the future, it is going to have a reaction, whether it is gonna bounce back and go back down, or it will get here and break it, then retest it. Then I can use that information to get me some money. Then over here in this other line, I have put this line over here because price has reacted here 1 time. These are 2 months, actually 2 months that have stopped and started over here. So this is bullish. Let's see. Okay. Over here, these are what, 2 or 3 months, a few months actually. These are a few months that have ended and started over here, you see. So still in this same area, there's a few more months starting and ending at that place. Over here again, the many months starting and stopping. So that's a very important level. So you put that foundation line over there. We come to the next line. See how many times price has reacted. Over here it came as resistance. Over here it has come as support. And over here, look at how support. Over here, so much reaction. Look over here. So it's a very important area. You come to the next one. Price has stopped here in this month, many months here. That's how you draw your foundational lines. Every line that I've drawn over here, you can see it is a very important line. It is telling us something that price did at that level, and that once it gets there in the future, it's gonna have a beautiful reaction, and you can benefit from that. So I didn't want to dwell on this too much because I'm just adding more lines as I've seen more levels. Well, that is not red, but it's okay, it's close enough. Anyway, so I've seen some more levels I would love to add that I had not put before. Like I told you, I don't trade URSD. It's not my thing. I trade GU. I like to focus on just one or two pairs, so so that I can flow with the market. You know, I'm not too confused. Not confused, but no, too tired. Trading can be mentally tiring. So if you are all over the place, you really will get, you'll get burnt out. At the end of the day, your head spins, literally your head spins at the end of the day. Yeah, guys, so yeah, so that's how you make your foundational levels. So these are monthly foundational levels. Let's go to the weekly foundational levels. To the weekly, you come back to the weekly and you select the weekly right there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, yeah, we come to the weekly and you keep picking those levels that you saw the monthly did not detect, or rather the monthly foundational levels did not show. Like over where, like over here, I see a foundational level that I can put, that a price has reacted to so many times, and I will change the color because now this is a different type of level. It's a weekly, and I like my weekly to be black. So I go and I add my levels, my weekly levels there. I have that. Wherever my monthly has not touched and I can see there is a lot of engagement with price over there, I will add my weekly, you know. Yes, is this level as well. Yeah, there, perfect. You keep adding the levels that way. Those are your foundational levels. For sure, when price gets there in the future, it reacts to those levels, literally. Like I can bet you on that. Like, can you see, like, all these reactions to these levels that we just randomly drew? Yeah, so okay, so there is, I keep going, I keep, you know, I'm scratching up my chart so you can stay with me. You can see what I'm doing. Like, I'm seeing where over here, yeah, over here there's definitely a level, both resistance and support, you know. Yes, so that's a very valid level. And I'm gonna lock it. You need to lock your line so they do not move around. So that's how you draw your foundational levels. These are very key levels. Those are the areas where price can even consolidate around. Yeah, they tend to price tends to consolidate around these foundational levels a lot. Yeah, so we could add one over there. Maybe too close. Okay, foundation. I'm looking for more places to add my foundational level, but I don't want to stay here for too long, guys. Yeah, like this one is a perfect level. Look at that. There is this support and resistance. So if in the future price gets here, guess what? It is going to give us a beautiful trade. So guys, yeah, let me add another weekly over here. You know, I just like that. I think it's a good level. Let me check if there's any engagement in the past with that line. Is this black line? Yeah, look at that. You see that? That's beautiful. So I lock that up. Yes, it doesn't matter where you draw these foundational levels. You'll just find that they had been reacted to in the past, and they shall definitely be reacted to in the future. So guys, okay, I don't want to dwell here for too much because I don't trade this anyway. I was just using it for illustration. So I'm gonna go back and we're gonna look at how to draw the daily foundational levels. Today I just wanted to show you how to draw foundational levels, but I wanted to go over what support, what break and retest really is. So here we have drawn our weekly and our monthly. Let's draw the last time frame that I draw for foundational levels, and which is the daily level. That is the last level I draw, because anyway then the chart will be too cluttered and it will look too much, you know, too much information one, you know. So let's look at this. Okay, so if I come here, is there any important level that isn't near a monthly or weekly foundational level? Yes, there is. Sorry, there is this level over here, level of interest for me. Price, many days have ended over here, and I think it's an important level to be noted. There's this daily level as well. Guys, everybody with their own style of marking this stuff. I mark, okay, I need this to be blue. My daily levels are blue, not black. My daily levels are blue. So even this was a daily, I need to unlock it and make it blue. It's good to color coordinate. I don't know, at the end of the day, really, you just want to know that price is gonna react at those places. But the higher time frame, like the weekly and the daily, they tend to attract a lot of consolidation. When price gets to those places, it doesn't move away too fast. I see another daily level over here, over there. See that there's support and resistance. You know, price has been stuck at this area for some time. Whenever it gets there, it gives a good reaction. So it's a beautiful support and resistant area. Okay, so yeah, guys, I hope you get the idea of what I'm trying to tell you, what these foundational levels are for. Okay, so as I said, those foundational levels are there to show you to show you interaction of price with areas of interest. You know, like when price got here, it did this, it does this. So when it hits that level, you know, either if it breaks it, you know, you wait for it to be retested, and then you measure that impulse leg for you to know where to get inside, to get into the trade. You measure the retracement of it, and then you know when to take your profit. Basically, that is why we measure these foundational levels. It's not just to decorate our charts. So I'm not gonna keep drawing too many, because as I told you, I do not trade URSD. I don't know why I don't know. What is this? A trend line. Okay, let me, I don't like, okay, so I don't trade URSD. So yeah, you guys, so so yeah, guys, so I was just showing you what foundational levels are. So as I was saying, what does price break? It breaks foundational levels. It breaks, what else does it break? It breaks trend lines. It breaks trend lines. So a trend line like which one? I don't even know what I was drawing over here, really. This this is an oldie, whatever. I do not know. It's long since I've seen URSD. Let me go to, I'm on the daily. Let me go to a lower time frame. I'm gonna go to H1 and show you guys what I mean by the things that price breaks. Okay, so for an example, I'm gonna take this place. So we've talked about foundational levels, that price breaks foundational levels, and it will retest them, and then we take our trade from there. Now I'm gonna show you the second thing that price will break and retest, which is a trend line. For example, I'm gonna take this from here. I can see a trend. Okay, come on now. I can see a trend. Let me see where this comes from. Let me observe this. Where do we come from? Oh yeah. This seems like it's coming all the way from here. All the way. Oh no. Let's see if it's accurate. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to see because I don't trade this pair, so I did not chart it. I see two hits. If I started from there, it hits here, it hits here. Yeah, 1, 2. A trend line must at least have 2 points. Okay, at least have 2 points. So that's a valid trend line, I would say. So I'm just taking it randomly, you know. So that trend line was broken. So it was broken, and then it was retested. And guess what? When this trend line was broken, we also broke a foundational level. Yes, so you'll get 1 or 2 things, or more than two things that price breaks broken at the same time. So here we broke this trend line, we broke this daily foundational level. Okay, so that's what happens. Price will break either a foundational level and a trend line, or it can just break a foundational level or just a trend line. Okay, but there's another very important thing that price must break along with all those, with those two that I've just told you about. There's something that must be broken, which is structure. But I'm going to talk about structure as the last thing. That's the very last thing that I'm gonna talk about. Okay, so price will break a foundational level and retest it, or price will break a trend line and retest, you know, and retest, or price will also break a zone. So let me find a zone. I see a zone over here, but let me go somewhere else where I haven't been, so you don't think I am only looking to talk about one place. I'm on H4, right? So I'm looking for a zone. I know they're all over there, but I'm trying to be fast, as if I know how to be fast. I see a zone here. Boom, boom. Okay, let me try to draw this zone. Now, how did we use to... This is all the rectangle, right? Yeah, that's the rectangle. So I'm going to try to draw a zone over here. And the zone is basically... Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to draw my zone from here to there. Yeah, that's... A zone is basically where you've seen price interact with the market, and you know, rejecting, hitting support, hitting resistance, is basically what a zone is. You know, that's in a nutshell, that is a zone. Like I see lower is a better illustration of a zone. I think I should draw a bit there. And where? Probably, yeah, and here. Yeah, that's a better zone. I think. Let me check. You see how boom, 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 that reaction. So that is resistance. Here it is a support. You see, that touches perfectly. And here is also as resistance. You'll find probably as we come. Are we here yet? If it gets here in the future, you'll see that price will definitely have reactions to that, and you can benefit, you can take advantage of that. So let me look at what happened when we broke this zone. What happened? Okay, so to just show you the importance of what I'm talking about, the break and retest stuff. So if I put my Fibonacci, this was the break of that zone, here we got our zone. So here we got our zone broken, we got our weekly foundation level broken. Okay, and I'm sure there's a trend line here. If I was to draw one, you will see it somewhere. Yeah, so it's moved. So yeah, so we got our zone broken, our weekly foundation level broken. Yeah, they were all broken. So what happened? So after these things were broken and we retested the zone and the foundation level, we went and we hit take profit right here, you see, and we went all the way. Actually, we went up to take profit 3, TP3, which is normally negative 61.8, but I put mine as negative 62. So we hit that all the way just by breaking this foundational level zone, and you know, we went all the way and took that, we hit that take profit. As of even over here, let me fib over here and show you what happened after we broke this monthly foundation level and retested it. Okay, go down. This was the break of the monthly foundation level, and how you see how beautiful it is. Like it bounced off a daily, foundation level. Yeah, it bounced off a daily foundation level, broke a monthly and retested it, and then, you know, it went and even broke another daily foundation level, which it came and reacted to over here. Okay, you see that it came and reacted to over there. So yeah, so guys, so when we broke this monthly foundation level, retested the monthly foundation level, we drop all the way and we hit TP2 as well, and we had a daily zone the price wanted to reach. It reached it, but we hit all the way to TP2. So guys, I'm trying to explain to you what it means when price breaks and retests, the importance of those zones we were drawing. You know, those zones that we were drawing, that's what is the importance of those zones. Okay, it helps you that way. And then, so those are two things I said. I explained the zone. We measured the zone, right? So we broke the zone plus the foundational levels here, and we saw price hit TP. So many of the times these foundational levels and the zones will be all together. So where you find a foundational level, you will also find zones. Okay, you'll also find zones, but there's some places where you may not have drawn them. Maybe they were not so clear, the foundational levels were not so clear, but price will still maybe build some zones there. So you just need to keep going, recognizing zones when you see them, where you see them. Okay, so so yeah, so now the last thing that we talked about a trend line. So the last thing that price breaks, like for example, we were talking about the trend line over here. Now let's look at over here what has happened. Like these are confluences. That's what we call confluences. You feel confident to take a trade because you've seen price break this, then break this, then break that. So even over here, for example, I see a zone, a support and resistance zone. Okay, so guess how many things price has broken over here? It has broken yeah, look at that over there. Yeah, over here price definitely has reacted. It has given us support and resistance situations. So yeah, so price, okay, let me drop this a little bit down, a little bit lower. I like that level. Yeah, so you can see, like over here When price broke this trend line, it also broke the daily foundational level, and it also broke this zone. It's a clear zone. It is, you see here, support, not support, resistance, 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 broke, turn, support, support. Okay, so broke and retest, basically. Yes, guys. So we said price will break trend lines, price will break zones, price will break foundational levels, and I've shown you all those three, what they really mean. But I hope one day in the future, not one day in the future, next I'll be making videos to show you one by one how we draw them. So guys, yeah, so now the last thing that price breaks, and this is the most important thing, guys. If you're at a place and price has broken none of these three, it has not broken any foundational level, it has not broken any trend line, it has not broken any zone, but it has broken structure. That is the most important thing that price must break. It must break structure. Okay, price must break structure. So if price has broken a zone, if price has broken a foundational level, if price has broken a trend line, but there is no structure broken, do not take that trade. Do not take that trade. The most important thing that price must break is structure. When price has broken its structure, it is confirmation that price is going the opposite direction, that price is changing direction, or price is going in the direction of the break of that structure. Okay, so yes, so like for example, here we have all four ingredients. We have a foundational level broken, we have a zone broken, we have a trend line broken. But with all this, if we did not break structure over here, can you see over here, or from here anyway, we broke the first structure over here. You see, that is confirmation to me now. And look at how powerfully we broke that structure with so much zeal and power. Boom, you know, it shows, it's so clear that we are breaking out of this. We are done with the uptrend. Now we are going down, you know. So we broke structure here, then we broke even another level over there. So that gives me confidence. When price goes back to retest that structure, look at it, it goes back right there to where it broke that very tip, to touch that tip, where the tip is at this very daily foundational level. Guys, do you see how all together price comes, you know, all this information, they help us in our decision to take a trade. Yeah, so it just comes right there and it retests it, then it goes back down and it gives us our profit. Let's measure how much, if price, this actually is the recent price actually. Eh? Let's see if what I'm saying is true. If price hit take profit from this break of all these four ingredients, we broke, so point A to point B, price broke here, we did them 23, yep. So point A to point B, price pulled back to 23, then it went to 38. Now we've hit negative 27. We've hit our TP2. TP1 is 0, TP2 is negative 27. So you see that, yes, we have hit TP1, TP2, which is where I always take my trades off. I never trade beyond TP2. I never trade beyond negative 27, because many times price will not hit negative 62 or negative 61.8. Yeah, guys. So remember what we've talked about today. What break and retest is what actually I'm trying to explain. What is break and retest? Because trading is all about break and retest. That's all trading is all about. You just have to look at the chart and decide what has price broken and what has price retested. You know, then you know, oh, this is my swing. This is my impulse wave. This is my point A to point B. Price pulls back, take profit, you know. So that's all you have to see. What has price broken? And I've explained what price breaks. It breaks trend lines, it breaks foundational levels, it breaks zones, and then it must break structure for you to take that trade. Okay, if price breaks anything else but has not broken structure, do not take that trade. You will just end up in trouble, because it might be a fake out. and you may end up losing money. So guys, I hope I made sense. As I say in my other videos, my head runs pretty quickly. Sometimes I lose my train, but I hope today I stuck on point, and I know I showed you more than I wanted to show you today. Yeah. I hope I made sense. You can see, as you can see, by the time I'm finishing, like my EUR chart is almost looking at as my GBP chart. Yeah, many people say they like their charts to be clean. The only thing I remove is the Fibonacci levels, because I don't like them to block my view of my price action. After the Fibonacci is done, I always delete it. I remove it. But otherwise, everything else, it doesn't bother me, because it doesn't really block candles. No, not really. So yeah, guys. So I hope you found value, and this is something that I wanted to start to share with you guys, because so many people are trading, are interested to learn how to trade, but it's really difficult to find someone who have understood the market and who you can trust. Trading has a lot of con men, and a lot of people who, I don't know, a lot of people who have so many routes, so many shortcuts, so many ideas that are very misleading in this market. While trading is really so simple. It is simple, but it's very complex. You really have to take your time to understand the concept of trading. And to me, trading has become so easy. Just these lines and a Fibonacci. And I also use the RSI to confirm whether price is ready to turn around. If I've hit a take profit level, I look at the RSI and I see, is it diverging. It's basically just for divergence. So guys, I'm gonna show you about that in another video. I don't want this video to be too much information in one place, but today I just wanted to talk about what is break and retest. That's all I wanted to talk about. But basically, what does price break really? So guys, I hope you found value in this video, and I hope you will keep on watching. So I hope to see you next time to add more value to your trading journey. Goodbye.